video, our total body tone is going to be an entire body workout using Pilates exercises to really strengthen our core, find our posture, and help us sit up nice and tall. I have on a pair of light ankle weights. They're absolutely optional as far as equipment goes. Utilizing your mat, you'll get just as great of a workout without any ankle weights as well, so totally up to you. Hope you enjoy. We're going to start sitting here at the front edge of our mat. Your knees are bent and your feet are about hip distance apart, if not a little wider. You're just going to press into your feet here and hang on to the backs of your thighs. Elbows are out nice and wide and you're sitting up nice and tall. I just want you to find length in your spine. So from that tailbone, feel the sits bones connected there into the mat. And then find length through each and every vertebra, space between the ribs and the hips, space between the shoulders and the ears, lengthening out the crown of the head. Big inhale to fill up. On the exhale, you're going to tuck the tailbone under, glue the ribs to the hips, start to lean back. Hang on to the backs of your thighs, working a little bit of upper body here, really finding your core, pulling the belly button in towards the spine, and then inhaling to sit up nice and tall. Exhaling, it's your half roll back. Try to keep your chest wide, just tucking the tailbone under. So think of it like a J shape of the spine instead of a C shape of the spine. Scooping the tailbone under, finding your deepest abdominals, hips and ribs connect, and then inhaling just to sit up nice and tall. We'll do 3 more of these. Find your core and sit it up. 2 more, exhaling, use your breath. On the last one, you're going to hold it back there. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, can you let go with the right hand, reaching it straight out in front of you. Take an inhale. Exhale, let go with the left hand, reaching it straight out in front of you. Feel the core really warming up. You might even start to feel that shaking sensation. Really glue your abdominals together. Lean an inch further back. Breathing here for 3, for 2, and for 1, sit up nice and tall. Gorgeous work, nice and warm. I'm going to have you grab onto the front of your shins here, bringing the knees close in towards the chest, elbows still out wide. I want you to press with the hands into the shins, but also press with the shins into the hands. You're going to float the feet up an inch off of the mat, pointing the toes. Notice your instability here. You have to use that core we just found. Nod the chin towards the chest. Take a peek towards your belly button. You're going to shift your weight back, rolling onto the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, scoop, lift. Leave the toes floating if you can. Inhale, roll back. Exhale to lift up. The pressure of the shins into the palms is going to assist you. You're keeping the hips and ribs locked together the entire time. Really finding your core here. I want you to notice you're only rolling onto the shoulders. You're never rolling onto the neck. Keeping the chin tucked. C curve of the spine. We're doing 3 more of these. Nice massage while we work our core. 2 more here. And then 1 more here. You're going to hold balance. Keeping the toes floating up off the mat an inch. Lift up the heart towards the sky. Can you let go with the hands, holding here for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Roll it all the way down, hug the knees in towards the chest. Beautiful. You're just going to shake the head no, looking over the right shoulder, looking over the left shoulder. Tend to get kind of tense in the neck, the stress muscles there on that exercise. When you're ready, you're going to pick up the head and you're going to look right between the knees. Once you're here, we're going to transition into our single leg stretch. Both of your hands are going to hang on to the right shin. You'll shoot the left leg out long to a diagonal. Inhale here, exhale, switch. Inhale here, exhale, switch. Try to keep the head, neck, and chest up as high as you can, switching from side to side. Now, if you notice the knee is traveling out wide towards the side, you're going to hang on to the ankle with your outside hand, hang on just under the knee with your inside hand. Really just helps keep the thigh in place as we move here. Tuning into that core, nice level hips. We've got 3 more sets, 2 more sets, and then after that last one, both knees come in, keep the chest lifted. We're gonna take a double leg stretch here. Big inhale. Exhale, reach the legs and arms long, opposite directions. Take an inhale here. Exhale, circle the arms. Give yourself a big hug. Inhale, pause. Exhale, reach. Inhale, pause. Exhale, give yourself a hug. Gonna move a little bit quicker. Inhale to reach. Exhale to circle. Inhale to reach, exhale to circle. Keep the head, neck, and chest lifted the whole time if you can. If you need to lower the head, neck, and chest, same exercise without the upper body lifted, totally fine. Try to come back to it if you can. We've got 4 more. Breathing through it. You can do this. Last 2. And last 1. Lower the head, neck, and shoulders. Take a little rock side to side, massage across the tailbone. You're gonna roll all the way over to one side and then come up on your forearm in a side lying position here. I'm on my right side. We're gonna do both sides, so it doesn't matter which one you wanna start with. Your legs are gonna go long out towards the front corner of your mat. Pressing through that bottom forearm, lift up into that mini plank and find your nice long neck. If your neck starts to feel tense, you can always come down onto the mat as well. You're gonna lift your top leg up to hip height. We're gonna draw a circle with this top leg. Whichever direction you wanna go first is fine. We're doing both directions. Make it as large as you can keep those hips nice and still, nice and steady. Finding that length, finding the strength in all directions of that hip. We'll do 2 more here, and then you'll reverse the direction of your circle. One direction might be a whole lot more challenging than the other. That's okay, just listen to your body. We're doing 4. Breathing here. Last 2. Last 1, pause. Keep the leg up at that hip height. You're gonna lift it an inch, lower it down. Lift it an inch, lower it down. Breathing through it. Try not to let the top side of your torso come into a crunch. Reach long as you lift. Knee and toes stay pointing towards the front. We've got 3 here. 2 here. Last 1, pause at hip height. All you're gonna do is just sweep that leg back and then come back to center. Sweep it back, come to center. Teeny tiny move, activating that peach, stretching the front of the hip. If you've got to take breaks at any time, do so. These muscles fatigue quickly. We've got 3, 2, hold it back there on 1. You're gonna lift it up an inch, lower down, up an inch, lower down, breathing into it, side part of the seat, working hard. You've got this for 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to center. Lower that top leg down. Give yourself a little pat if you need to. Last exercise on this side, most challenging exercise on this side. We're gonna lift both legs. Big inhale. Exhale, lift both legs up and lower down. Both legs up, lower down. You might notice your upper body comes into play here. That's totally correct. Breathing into it, lifting and lowering both legs. Range of motion, very small. You've got 3, 2, hold it up there. Can you keep the bottom leg floating? Just lift and lower the top leg. Lift and lower. Only a couple here. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it down. Absolutely amazing. Go ahead and swing those legs all the way around. We're going to do that same series on the other side. So I'm up on my forearm, or I can come down onto the side of my head if I want to. Toes tucking towards the front edge of the mat here. Find your length in your torso. Lifting the top leg up to hip height. Reach it longer than the bottom leg and start to draw your leg circles. Really finding that power of the peach here. Rolling through that hip with your thigh bone. Reaching long, long, long. Finding strength. If you've got those ankle weights, boy, are you feeling it. We have 2 more in this direction. Reverse the direction of your circle here. Again, only as large as you feel still, you feel stable. You're doing the work here. Never let gravity take over. 3 more. 2 more. You're going to pause with that leg up at hip height. Keep it up nice and high. Lift an inch, lower down. Lift an inch, lower down. Teeny tiny movement creates the change, creates the shape, creates that sculpting we love. Beautiful long lean lines. Reach out that nice pointed toe. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Hold it at hip height. If you've got to take a break, you've got to take a break. Do so. You're going to reach that foot back. Sweep it back, find your seat. Sweep it back to center. Sweep it back, find your seat. Come back to center. So notice how my hips stay stacked here. Your top hip is going to want to dive in front here. Really work hard to maintain that strength across your core. Seat working hard. 3 more. Last 2. Hold it back there on the last one. Lift an inch, lower down. Lift an inch, lower down. You really feel the side of your seat, outer thigh working hard here. Try to send that leg even longer if you can. Really finding your obliques coming into play. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Keep it hip height. Bring it all the way to center. Drop it down. Take a little rest. Both legs this time. You got it. Big inhale. Exhale. Hover both legs. Lower down. Hover both. Lower down. Lifting and lowering both legs. Obliques coming so much into play here. Find your inner thighs. Keep them glued together. We've got 3, 2. Hold it up on 1. Just the top leg. Lift it up. Lower down. Lift it up. Lower down. You really find those inner thighs. Really press through the forearm. Keep your stability. You got this. Just 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Relax. Give yourself that tap if you need it. Totally fine. We're going to swing right on over and lie onto our back here next. Work on some bridging. Get that seat going even more. It's neutral to start. Big inhale. Exhale, seat activates. Hips float up. Find your form. Nice long line. Ribs to the hips. Out over the knees. Full hip extension. Glutes are on. They're really working. You're going to lower 1 inch down, 1 inch up. 1 inch down, 1 inch up. Little pulses here. Find the seat even deeper on that squeeze. As you lift, activate your core. Protect your low back. We've got 3. We've got 2. Last one. Hold the hips up nice and high. This time you're going to take the hips all the way down towards the mat. Keep the tailbone floating up an inch. Turn on the seat. Lift up high. Lower down. Lift up high. Lower down. Lift up high. You're inhaling to lower, exhaling to lift. Keep those glutes working hard. Glutes, backs of the thighs, they lift the hips. You're activating the core, protecting the low back. Being conscious that you're pressing through the triceps, activating the posture muscles will make your bridge move with more ease. You've got 3 of these. 2 of these. Hold those hips nice and high. You're going to drop just the right hip down. Lift it up. Just the right hip down, lift it up. So we're staying on that right side for 8. Quicker. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Same thing on the left side. Drop it down, pick it up. Drop it down, pick it up. Moving quick. Here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Big inhale. Exhale, drop it down as slow as you possibly can. Keep the glutes engaged the entire time. It's like you're closing a drawbridge, maintaining neutral. Slow, slow, slow with control. Once that tailbone hits, go ahead and relax. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, button the back of the belly button down to the mat. Imprint. Hips and ribs, they're glued together. Tailbone has started to scoop up towards the sky. Activate your seat. Squeeze those cheeks together. Peel your bridge up this time. Start with the tailbone. Middle back, really, really round. Belly button to spine. Working through that upper back to the shoulders. Once you're up in that bridge, take a pause. Big inhale. Exhale, lower down exactly how you came up. Heart first. Middle back. Lower back. Tailbone. Relax to neutral. It's a stretch of the spine. Activate the core in print. Activate the seat, then lift. It's going to help prevent cramping across the hamstrings, backs of the thighs. Keep that squeeze of the seat as you lower the heart, middle back, lower back. Each and every bone has its own time to land, coming back to neutral at that last second. You're going to peel up to your bridge and you're going to hold yourself up in that bridge this next time. Once those hips are nice and high, we're going for a little march. Left foot comes to table, place it down, toe ball, heel. Right foot comes to table, place it down, toe ball, heel. Really try to keep those hips level. So the reason we worked that hip dip earlier was so that you could see what it feels like when one hip drops. You're working hard to prevent that range of motion on this exercise. Keeping the core on, backs of the thighs on, working hard in that standing supporting side here. We've got 2 more on each side. Move with purpose, move with ease. Toe ball, heel, heel ball, toe. After that last one, both feet land, hips go an inch higher. Once those hips are nice and high, you're going to lift them up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. Keep connected to your core. Can you keep the squeeze of the glutes? Just squeeze them deeper on the lift. Teeny micro movement here. Last 3. Last 2. Last one. Hold the hips nice and high. Big inhale. Exhale, melt it down. Start with the heart. One bone at a time. Anchoring through those feet. Finding neutral at the bottom. Gorgeous. Go ahead and grab the backs of your thighs and roll yourself up to a seated position. Once you're here, you're grounded in those feet. You're going to take the palms to the mat behind you. Fingertips are facing in towards my seat. High bridge this time. Pressing into the feet. Big inhale. Activate my seat. Lift the hips up. Keep my gaze on the horizon. Safer for the neck. Inhale, lower the seat down. Tap the mat. Exhale, pull it up, opening the heart. Feel how you have to work across the chest, the posture muscles here as well. You're lowering on the inhale, lifting on the exhale. You can do this, really working the arms here, finding that opening across the chest. Back half of the body activating like no other. 3 more here. You can do this. 2 more. And then on the last one, hold your seat nice and high. You're going to start to walk your feet out until you've got 2 straight legs. Reverse plank. If you have to keep the knees bent, keep the knees bent. Opening up the chest nice and proud. You're going to hover the right foot up an inch, lower down. Left foot up an inch, lower down. Alternating sides here. Keep those hips lifted. Keep those hips level. Really pressing through the arms. 2 more on each side. After that last one, hold your plank for 4. For 3, hips higher. Last 2. Last one. Lower all the way down. Make your way back to a lying down supine position. Hug those knees in towards the chest. And just take a few little circles with the knees. One direction here. Slowing down the heart rate. I know that's tough. Circle in the opposite direction. Once you're ready, you're going to bring your knees back to center. You're going to curl your head, neck, and chest up until your forehead meets those knees. Take a big inhale, prepare. Exhale, unfold 2 straight legs. It's your scissors. Left leg drops. Inhale, inhale, switch. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale. Switching sides, really drawing the back of that belly button down into the mat behind you. You're keeping the head, neck, and chest up using your abdominals. The arms, you're not using the arms to pull the head, neck, and chest up. You're keeping those ribs and those hips glued together. You've got 3 more, 2 more sets, And one last set. Hug knees in towards the chest. Drop the head, neck, and shoulders. You're going to ground both feet, bent knees here. You're going to unfold the right leg straight up towards the sky. You're going to start to draw a circle with that right leg. Pretty small here, just imagine a clock there on the ceiling with your pointed toe reaching long, trying to keep those hips anchored. Reverse the direction of your circle. Going counterclockwise this time. Anchoring across both hips, feel heavy. Reach, reach, reach out that long pointed toe. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee. We're switching sides. Unfold the left leg straight up towards the sky. Reach, reach, reach out that pointed toe, but lock that hip down onto the ground. Starting counterclockwise this time. Draw your circle. Try to keep the whole upper body torso still and steady. Anchoring through that right foot will help you. Make it pretty small if you need to, finding that strength across your core. You want to scoop from the core and not dip into that hip flexor. Reverse the direction of your circle. Clockwise this time. Find your stability in your thigh bone. Lubricating that hip joint. Getting that fluid moving for 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bend that knee, ground both feet. Great work. You're going to take your hands into a little triangle shape underneath your tailbone. So little triangle shape of the hands underneath the tailbone. We're going to kind of combine those two exercises. Just bring both knees in towards the chest and then unfold 2 straight legs up towards the sky. You're going to lower the left leg down, find your scissor kick. Open out towards the side, straddle. End with the right leg down in that scissor, and then lift back up with control. Right leg lowers first this time. Open out towards the side, left leg's down, lift it up. Alternating sides, left leg lowers, circle out, and lift. Right leg lowers, circle out, and lift. Really trying to find the stability across your center here, working the hips pretty hard, finding those abdominals really scoop, scoop, scoop in these helicopter legs. We're doing 1 more in each direction. You got this. Last one here. Bend those knees in towards the chest. Take the hands away. You're going to open the arms nice and wide. Glue the inner thighs together. Both knees are going to drop over to the right, and your gaze is going to drop over the left shoulder. Nice spine twist here. Wringing it out like a wet rag. Breathe into your side body, and then exhale, come through center. Same thing on the other side. Knees drop to the left, gaze goes over that right shoulder. Twist, twist, twist. Feel a nice release across the core. Big inhale. Exhale, pull it back through center. Try to keep your inner thighs glued together as you can. We're going 1 more time in each direction. Exhaling through center. Last time over to the left. Finding that inhale. Exhaling through center. You're going to ground the feet. Hang on to the backs of the thighs. Roll yourself up to a seated position. Once you're seated here, you're going to bring the hands back behind you like 2 little tents. My fingers are pointing away from me this time. Notice it's different from when we lifted up into that high bridge. Nice proud chest here. We're going to do what's called a can-can. You're going to send both knees in towards the chest, feet floating up off of the mat. You're going to twist the knees over to the right, over to the left, over to the right, unfold, kick it out. Switching over to the left, the right, to the left, kick it out. So it's 1, 2, 3, kick. 1, 2, 3, kick. Finding your abdominals, finding that twist, all about the obliques. Nice proud chest as much as you can. 1 more in each direction. Keep on breathing. Last one here. Unfold, bring the knees to center, sitting up nice and tall. Gorgeous. Let's stretch it out. We're going to turn to face towards the front. We're gonna come into Indian style legs. So cross legs here, just nice and comfortable. Whichever leg landed in front, you're gonna pick up that shin, that ankle, and just place it on top of your other leg. So one leg on top, you're gonna press down into the knees with both hands, and you're gonna lift your spine up high, high, high. Feel a nice stretch across the glute on that single side. If you feel okay here, hands come down to the ground in front of you. Start to walk the hands out until you're on your forearms. Deep stretch across the seat. You can keep the head lifted, or you want more. Take a peek towards those ankles, nod the chin towards the chest. Surrender into the stretch. Open up the hips as much as you possibly can. Breathe your breath, your inhale, into those muscles that are stretching. Give those muscle fibers enough oxygen to lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Slowing things down. One more breath on this side. Start to walk your hands back up, unraveling the spine. Sitting up nice and tall. Same thing on the other side. That was probably the more comfortable position for you. We just tend to naturally go into that more comfortable position. Other ankle's gonna come up on top of your other leg. You're gonna press down with both hands, lifting the spine up, opening up the hips. If you feel okay, start to walk the hands forward, really feeling that deep stretch across your seat. Once both forearms are down, you feel okay. You stop there, breathing into it, let that muscle release, or you take a peek at those ankles. Feeling more stretch, support across the spine, across the core. We worked hard today. One more breath. Slowly start to walk your way back up. Amazing. That's where we're going to end today. Hope you feel good. Hope you feel strong. Definitely be feeling that one tomorrow. I can't wait to see you on the mat here next time. Thanks for tuning into PG Pilates.